Welcome back. Lost in the deluge of news reports about the Ground Zero Mosque was this headline from yesterday's New York Times. U.S. said to plan easing rules for travel to Cuba. The Times' Ginger Thompson cited administration aides who said the White House is planning to loosen the strict rules governing Americans' travel to Cuba. The goal is to foster more academic and cultural interaction by making it easier for American and educational cultural missions to travel to Cuba, to allow them to stay longer, and expand the list of American cities that are offering flights to and from the island. Here's my take. It's a step in the right direction, but it's nowhere near where we need to be. 8 years ago, I traveled to Cuba as a journalist. In fact, met with Fidel Castro at the Palacio de la Revolucion, and I came home with a decided view as to how best to oust him. To believe that communism will die with Castro's death or the death of his brother Raul is probably wishful thinking. As I witnessed, they've surrounded themselves with youthful staffers, and there's no reason to assume that a new generation of Cuban leadership will change course. For nearly 50 years, the United States has maintained an embargo of the island nation not far from Florida. And that embargo has been an unqualified success in one respect. It has kept Castro in power. The embargo gave him a ready-made excuse: blame the Americans for all that has ailed the Cuban standard of living. We inoculated him from the sort of economic pressure at home that caused the collapse of the Berlin Wall and the Soviet Union. Instead of fostering his ouster by giving the Cuban people a taste of the fruits of capitalism, we facilitated his continued governance. It's time to revise the U.S. tact, the Obama administration's plans to promote more people-to-people interaction between Americans and Cubans. That's a step in the right direction. But ultimately, we must end the embargo, allow American businesses to expand their forays on the island, and permit Americans to vacation there as well. Only then will the Caribbean nation be rid of communism.